This video is all about the discriminant. So first, what is the discriminant? Well, the discriminant is what is underneath the square root in the quadratic formula. And as you can see here, the discriminant is the expression b squared minus 4ac. Let's take a look at three cases of what your discriminant could be. So the first case, let's say I have the quadratic equation 6x squared minus 11x minus 3. We'll define the discriminant. I would take b squared, which would be negative 11 squared, minus 4 times the a value times the c value. And when I simplify that, I get a discriminant of 193. Notice in this case, I have a positive discriminant. So that would mean when you put this into the quadratic formula and you do x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of the discriminant all over 2 times a, we would end up with two solutions, because one of my solutions would be 11 plus square root of 193 over 12, and the other solution would be 11 minus the square root of 193 over 12. Because there are two solutions, that would give us two x-intercepts when we go to graph that. Let's look at case 2. In case 2, my discriminant would be b squared, or 4 squared, minus 4 times the a value times the c value. After simplifying, I would get a discriminant of negative 80. Notice in this second case, my discriminant is a negative number. So in terms of what that would look like in the quadratic formula, we would have x equals opposite of b plus or minus the square root of that discriminant all over 2 times a. Notice that because there is a negative number under a square root, this would give me imaginary solutions, so no real solutions. So this would give me no real solutions. What would this mean in terms of a graph? First of all, I think I spelled solutions wrong. Maybe I spelled it wrong. I don't know. Here we go. Let me respell it. Okay, so this gives me no real solutions. So on a graph, this would mean that the graph never, ever, ever crosses the x-axis because there are no solutions. All right, let's look at my third and final case for my discriminant. My discriminant could be, okay, let's plug this in and see, b squared, negative 8 squared, minus 4 times this case, and a isn't given, so I'm going to use 1, and then c would be 16. And when you simplify this, you get a discriminant of 0. So this time we got a discriminant of 0. What would this look like in the quadratic formula? Well, we would have x equals opposite of b plus or minus the square root of my discriminant all over 2 times a. Well, the square root of 0 is just 0. And whether I have 8 and I add 0 or subtract 0, I still have 0. So I'd have a solution of 8 over 2 or 4. Notice that when the discriminant is 0, you only have one real solution. And what would that look like on a graph? Well, we would have one x-intercept at that solution. And that's what the discriminant is. b squared minus 4ac. The discriminant could be positive and give me two solutions or two x-intercepts when I graph that parabola. The discriminant could be negative and give me no real solutions, which means you have no x-intercepts on the parabola. Or that discriminant could be 0, in which case you would have one real solution or one x-intercept for that parabola. I hope you found this video useful to help you learn about the discriminant. If you did, please make sure to click subscribe so that you're notified when new videos are posted weekly. Thank you so much for watching.